I just got health insurance recently. We'll go to the doctor. Did you know you're supposed to feel both your feet all the time? I had no idea. It was always lefty for me. I like my doctor. My doctor's Russian and she's mean, and I feel like I need that in my life at this point. I was there the first time I went there. The nurse came in, she took all my measurements, and then the doctor comes in and she goes, "Max, how much do you think you weigh?" I said, "I don't know, maybe 270, 280 on a good day." She said, "Today is a bad day." Yeah. She goes, "You weigh 365 pounds. I know. Then she goes, "Max, your blood pressure's also a little high." And I said, "Doc, you just told me I was 40 pounds off from a TLC show." A little stressed, what do you want? And she said, "Max, I would actually have put you in the category of pre-diabetic." And I said, "Doc, aren't we all pre-diabetic?" Unless we're diabetic. Or dead, I guess. I don't know. It's true. She was asking me, she was like, "What do you do to lose weight?" I said, I go on walks, I ride bikes, I watch what I eat, I watch it go in, stuff like that. She goes, "Do you run?" And I said, "No, should I?" And she goes, "No, far too big." She goes, "You'll blow your knees out." I was like, where was this doctor's note when I was 14? Right? Running the mile, pull off to the side. The asthmatic kids are like, "Oh, do you have asthma too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's definitely that. Definitely that. Not the 6 PB&Js I had for lunch." It's true. I have a good friend. He's a weird friend, but he's a good friend. And he's been trying to help me lose weight. But he's a weird friend because I've known him for 15 years. And one of the first times I went over to his house, he offered me a snack, which I was into. And then he brought me a yogurt, which was weird. Definitely not my top 5. And then he took the yogurt and he took the top off of his yogurt and bit the bottom and drank it out of the bottom of the cup. Yeah, I stuck around, but I don't lend him money, But he's into physical fitness. He's a fit guy, and he was trying to help me lose weight. And he's like, "Listen, I have this recipe for you. Spinach, ice, chicken, blender. Drink it." He goes, "Calories for the sake of calories, protein for the sake of protein." I said, "Oh, do you put any spices in there or something?" He goes, "No, why would I do that?" And I said, "Yeah, why would you?" At that point, I am trying to lose weight, trying to be better, because I have a girlfriend and she wants me to live longer, I guess. It's good. The thing is, the real reason I started going back to the gym and started losing weight was we were having sex. Thanks, team. I needed that. Well, we were having sex, and then she said the words that everyone wants to hear, which is, "Max, I think we should stop." I said, "Why? What's up?" She goes, "You're wheezing pretty loudly." I said, "Well, I'm still having fun." We just moved in together, which is cool. We cheered louder for that. It's nice. It's nice. I've never not had a roommate, and now I'll never not have a roommate. So I'll never know what true peace feels like. This is my 5th apartment in New York in 3 years, which I've been told is too many apartments. And the thing is, when I first moved to New York, I lived in Hell's Kitchen. I lived on my friend's couch for a month where I had no bed, no door, no carpet, nothing. And then I moved to Astoria where I had a bed, a door, and a carpet, and it was a shag carpet, so that was cool. And then I moved again in Astoria, and I kept the shag carpet, and I kept the bed, and I kept the door. So things were looking good. And I moved to Brooklyn, where I lost the door, lost the carpet, kept the bed. And now I live with her, and I have her, a bed, and a door, but I do miss that shag carpet. And they say things get better, but I don't know. She's good. She's a morning person, which I'm not. I woke up today and she was already awake looking at me. And she goes, "Did you sleep well up until this point?" I said, yeah. What about now? She goes, I had a dream about you last night. I said, oh, tell me. She said, we got into an argument, and you said, I don't even like you as a person, I just want to have sex with you, and then you walked out and slammed the door. It's a good line. The thing is, though, I don't dream too often. The most recurrent dream that I've had since I was 16 is that I'm at a strip club, and every time I'm there, the stripper comes over and squats in front of me, and Bow to Bob by Kid Rock plays out of her crotch. So we're having different dreams. She was traveling for work the other day, because I let her do that sometimes. And she called me and she said we hadn't seen each other in 2 weeks. She goes, I had a dream. I said, was it something sexy? Something, haha. She goes, no, I had a dream that you told me you were trans. I said, okay, let's unpack that one. She goes, we were on a walk in the park. You pulled me to the side and you said, listen, this is who I am now. I was born a woman, but I transitioned into a man. And then you showed me a picture of what you used to look like. I said, well, how'd I look? She said, bad. She goes, you made the right choice. The thing is, when I met my girlfriend, I don't drink anymore. And when I met my girlfriend on our first date, the waitress came over and she goes, can I get you a drink? I said, can I do a ginger ale? And my girlfriend, this woman at the time, she goes, oh, do you not drink? I said, no, I haven't drank in a while. She goes, well, that's pretty good. I'm actually Cali sober, which means that she smokes weed, but she doesn't drink. I said, well, that's excellent. If we're going to make some stuff up, I'm actually Texas thin. All right, thanks, guys. I'll be Max. I appreciate you.